Have you ever had the moment where you look in the mirror for the thousandth time and for the first time you don't recognize yourself? So growing up, I'd always been into sport, I'd always been to PE, that sort of thing. And then I kind of just lost it as I went into like the later years of school and then into drama school as well. I trained to be an actor. And at the beginning of every day, we did like a warm up all together. And I remember sitting in that warm up and looking around and just seeing all these guys, you know, massive arms, visible abs. They look great. And then there was me, skinny, fat, weak. And I went home that night and I just looked in the mirror and I just stared at myself and I thought, how the hell have I let myself get to this point? But the moment that properly broke me was a few weeks after this, and we were all playing football. Now, I hate football at the best of times, but it was summer, I got roped in, and everyone was picking teams. I was on this team, and someone said, how are we going to know who's on whose team? And then someone else said, let's do shirts versus skins. And I was on the team that had to take their tops off. Now, it wasn't just us there, it wasn't just the guys playing the football game. There were loads of people watching as well, guys, girls, everyone. And as soon as they said, let's do shirts versus skins, my heart dropped. Now, my social anxiety had been getting pretty bad up to this point, but this was the point where it really, really spiraled. And I couldn't do it. And I thought, no, I couldn't let anyone see me. So I just walked away. I didn't say anything, I just left. And I went into the toilet and I cried. And that night I signed up with a fitness coach and I started to turn my life around because nothing was as bad as that feeling. See, my life at that point, even though I didn't really see it at the time, it was completely falling apart. I had migraines all the time. Like I said, my skin was awful. I was getting ill. I was weak. I hated my body. I hated myself. I go out with my friends and I just feel overshadowed by them. They all seem to be really, really confident. When we'd go out to parties and clubs, I'd just kind of sit in the corner. They'd leave, they'd go talk to other people, and I just wouldn't want to do it because I wouldn't want to introduce myself to other people. And that thought was like a weight on my shoulders. Like every time before I go out to do anything, I'd just be thinking, what do I look like? What are people going to think of me? How am I going to act? All that sort of stuff. It was just the first thing that was in my mind. But here's the thing, after that football match, after I started to take control, everything changed. And it was the same with Ryan, one of my clients. He came to me feeling exactly the same, underconfident, low in energy, hated his body, didn't know what to do to fix it. Now he's dropped over 60 kilograms, which for context, that is a whole person. He goes on holiday, he takes his top off, he loves the gym, he's really energetic, and he even did a photo shoot with me last year. And then we did it again with Sean, he's lost over 40 kilograms. Again with Kai, again with Diane, again and again and again, and it works every single time. See, the problem, it's not you, okay? It's the lies that you've been fed. Cutting carbs, cutting sugar, starving yourself, doing endless cardio, having a horrible time in order to get this result. That's not how you do it. The secret is getting clarity and something that fits around your life rather than you trying to fit your life around a certain program. You need to tackle the hard stuff head on. You need to overcome those challenges that previously you've run away from. That's exactly what we do inside the Breaking 100 Blueprint. We focus on 3 pillars: training, nutrition, and accountability. And in the center of everything is your goal. As long as you're moving forward to being where you want to be every single week and you're having a great time doing it, you're winning. And here's the difference. We're not coaches that say it's going to be really, really easy. Take this magic pill, you're going to lose the weight, it's going to be fine, it's going to be great. It's not. It's going to be really tough. There are going to be challenges, like I said, that previously you've run away from, you've hid from. This program, the Breaking 100 Blueprint, is designed to get you to face those challenges head on and to overcome those challenges to become the person that you want to become. This isn't so much a coach-client relationship, it's more of a partnership. It will be tough, but you're not doing this alone. Now, I'm going to be real with you. The cost of staying stuck is brutal. Not being the role model you want to be, letting yourself down again and again and again until it feels normal. It all means that you're just missing out on life and the version of life that you could have. So here's the question that I want you to ask yourself right now. If your kids or your future kids were to grow up to be exactly like you, to take the actions you're taking and to feel the way you're feeling right now, would that break your heart? Because if it would, then why are you allowing yourself to live like that? So here's your chance. Book a 10-minute consultation call with me below. No pressure, no nonsense, just a chat for me to ask questions about where you are right now, where you want to be, and what's stopping you from getting there. But listen, as I said, nothing is guaranteed, not even this program. Okay, you don't join a gym and they guarantee you a six-pack, because it's down to the choices that you make and the actions you are willing to take. So the real question is this: are you ready to make different choices, to change the outcome of your life, and to finally get the result that you've been wanting for years? If the answer is yes, then book a call. Let's go.